Now, live from the Blind Ninja Studios in Western Wisconsin, a show with no purpose, hosted by experts at drinking, and they're almost definitely wearing pants. It's time for the Department of Offense.
Welcome to 218 of the Department of Offense. I'm your host, Casey Dream. As always, is Carlo.
Yeah, I'm here.
And Pete.
Yo.
And Miles.
Hello.
And Matt.
Hey. Wow, you must be pretty brave today. I didn't even see you do a test.
I did a test earlier, Carlos. Yeah. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
I don't know. I think that's how life works. If I don't see people, they don't exist anymore.
Carlos doesn't have object permanence. He loves the game Peekaboo. It terrifies him.
People, I'm sorry, when people cease to exist in front of your eyes, sometimes it makes you worry.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Isn't that what you want?
Before we get too deep here, I want to give a shout out to our patrons. If you'd like to become a patron, head on over to patreon.com/blindstudios and become a patron today. If you're going to do any Amazon shopping, and we know you are because Christmas is coming up, and that's all you're going to do. You'll be clicking stuff, adding stuff to shopping carts, doing all that shit. But first, head over to blindstudios.com, click on the Amazon link of our homepage, and then when you hit that buy button on Amazon, we get some of that ka-ching. So, help us out. Make it a Merry Christmas for us.
Anyways, we all know you really don't want to go to stores to buy stuff.
No, nobody goes to stores anymore.
That's terrible.
It's just not done. Ever.
I've seen Black Friday. That does not look like fun.
I had to go to a Home Depot twice today.
Oh, yeah?
Worst experience of my life.
Why?
Because I had to go into a store.
You had to go twice?
I had to go 2 times.
Damn.
What did you forget the first time?
I didn't forget anything. I wasn't told that I needed an item. Because apparently everybody's an idiot. Including me.
Then who do you listen to out there?
Nobody. Just don't listen to anybody. So, Carlos, how has your 2 weeks been?
Oh, it has been 2 weeks. It's been all right. I don't know. Been doing homework and just all that fun stuff. Nothing exciting is popping out of my head. I can't think of anything. I didn't see any movies lately. Almost saw Justice League, decided against it.
I heard it was shit.
Yeah, it got rated really well.
I don't know, but at the same time, a lot of the viewer stuff is it seems to be okay. So I don't know. I don't know how long we're gonna have that Ben Affleck as Batman though.
Not very long if they keep dinging his pay for batarangs.
That's true. Well, of course he's gonna walk off set with some batarangs.
That's a story that we'll talk about that a little bit later. Sorry, that was my bad. All right, Pete, what have you been up to, man?
Just got back from Florida not too long ago. Not as recent as you, but yeah, it was a whole new world, man. I tell you. There were magic carpet rides.
There were in the hotel room. Well, in the halls of the hotel.
Yep. It's magical.
It was pretty much the greatest thing in the world.
You forgot your key, that was pretty funny.
We were sitting there with 6 packs of beer.
I'm
Yep.
just having the damnedest time hearing anything.
The damnedest?
Gotta tilt your head sideways, man.
You, sir?
Oh, that's better.
Pretty
If you talk into
damn.
the front of the goddamn microphone.
There you go.
Get inside the
maybe if you
microphone,
weren't
man.
laying down.
I'm not laying anywhere.
Gotta get inside the microphone.
Gotta get all up in that.
Other than that, I was gonna say something else. Something else happened in Florida. Oh, I injured myself. Tried to do a backflip on the bed there.
I forgot about that.
Tried to do it to one bed to the other bed, then I hit my head on the nightstand.
That's now it's becoming a tradition.
Yeah.
Backflip or front flip?
Backflip. It was a back roll flip to the other bed, but I only made it to the floor. Real quick too. I started recording music again.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Haven't done it in a while, so.
And?
I've recorded some shit.
Was it literal shit, or was it just you figuratively recorded?
I don't know. I haven't gotten any opinions on it yet, so I guess I don't know. And that's it. That is it. There's probably other stuff, but
did you go to the Bobtown thing last night?
Oh, the tap takeover, yeah. Went to that. I had the blonde ale and the stout, and I tried whatever Jen was drinking. Was it the Belgian IPA?
Yeah.
And maybe I had some of your cream ale or the bitter or something. I don't know.
I had the bitter at that time.
Added his beer to Untapped while he was standing there. He was helping me out, and I think
the promises to deliver.
I think I spelled it wrong. And I couldn't find it after I made it, so I couldn't untap it.
And
So-
wrote promises to Denver on our board, and then it's actually promises to deliver. But
To Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Miles, what have you been up to?
Lots of overtime and housework.
Overtime and housework?
Yes, I've been doing both. Therefore, I haven't been accomplishing much besides.
Okay, then.
You know, you'd save a lot of time if you had a bicycle to ride to work every day.
No, because I live 30 miles away from work.
No, you should take that bicycle away
I
tonight.
really should. I really should. I'll see if I can fit it in the back seat. It's been
Once the snows come, it's not coming out till spring.
Right? It's just out.
No, so lots of overtime, housework. Celebrated our anniversary recently, so we went back down to South Padre. That was a lot of fun. Other than that, I've just been tinkering around with some Unity programming.
Cool. Fun stuff.
Yeah.
Gotta get that C# in.
It's a good learning experience so far.
Yeah. It's fun stuff.
Mhm.
Matt?
I was in Detroit, which is not much to write home about. On that
Well,
one.
Matt, you didn't die.
Detroit.
So you got that going for
I
you.
never felt unsafe either. I was
Well, that's because RoboCop's there.
exactly. Yeah, that's about my life. Saw a concert there. It was pretty sweet. And then yeah,
Who did you
that's
see?
about it. Him.
Who?
It was their farewell tour. They've been around for 26 years, and I had to go see him, so I went to
All
go
right.
see him.
And we're going to take a quick short break here.
I hear myself just fine.
You're sounding like off. Is the
Anybody else?
is the mic?
I hear
Pointed the
myself
right
literally
direction.
just fine.
I can't tell because I only have one ear working right now.
Yeah.
So
No, you sound like it sounds like you're talking from like this side of the mic instead of right on here.
I don't know. I hear everything just fine in my head. Is it better on this side?
Yes, it's 100 times better on
Well,
that
who
side.
the fuck turned this microphone around?
I would blame Rick.
That would be tough to turn that around like that. Well, I guess not.
Hello.
Oh, my
Whoa.
See?
Little better.
Who the fuck turned this around?
All right, and we're back after a break from Rick's bullshit. Except for the live people, they heard that entire thing.
That's I know how to rotate a microphone now.
Right? All right, awesome. Where were we?
We're gonna try a beer now. No, what have you been up to?
Fuck you, Casey. Fuck you, man.
I was on the right pathway. I just forgot that you're in the midst of this.
I wanted to make sure that you were done. I wasn't sure if you were done talking about
Yeah, I'm
Detroit or
done.
not. Okay, I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm done. Fuck Detroit.
I had a
Wants to
good
hear
time, I
about me.
guess. It's very dirty there. It's kind of broken down there.
Did you see RoboCop?
Didn't see RoboCop.
He must have been hiding from you in the shadows.
I got drunk at a speakeasy. That was pretty cool.
oh, that sounds like fun.
Is booze illegal in Detroit?
No.
Like, was it like a
Just have to sweet talk your way in.
Was did the door have like a little like sliding latch on
The
top?
old lady that was at the door, she's like, "Have you ever been here?" I was like, "No." She's like, "All right, let me see your ID then."
Whoa!
Wow, I thought that was gonna be somewhere else, but okay, here's my ID.
So was it like a little like thing opened up the top for the door,
No,
a little slot, and like they
no,
asked for the word?
No, it was just an old timey bar. Like the bar like did a W shape, I would guess you'd say, where it like comes out and in and out and in.
Okay.
And yeah, there's a piano on the ceiling. There's some booths.
That seems like an unsafe place to keep.
I know, that's what I thought too. It's right in the entrance too. I guess they're trying to ward off any bad
No,
people.
was it on the ceiling and upside down?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the
Were
face
you in
of
a
it was.
cartoon?
I might have been.
Like, could you like have been strapped in upside down to play it, or
All I know is they were playing Simple Man when I walked in.
Wait, was somebody was playing it?
Yeah.
On the
They're-
upside
No,
down
not on the upside
They were hung upside down too?
Like shit, this place rots, man.
No, there's
All the blood
there's
flow in my head would interfere.
there's like three guys off in the corner of this. Seriously, this bar was like the size of your basement. Like, yeah, there was maybe a little bit longer on
Well,
that
then you'd
side,
have
but
to
those are
duck to get
toilets
by the
back there.
piano.
Then what?
You'd have to
He
duck to
didn't
get by
say
the
it was the
piano.
same height. He was talking like
like
It's pretty
yeah.
close to the same height, but no,
Okay.
it's
yeah, no,
taller.
then you have to crawl under the piano,
The piano is probably at the height of your ceiling right now.
and it was upside down.
So yeah, I
Did
So
it
the
still have
keys were
legs?
facing me. Is
What?
what the keys were facing
Did it
me.
still have the legs? or
How
was it
is he
just like
playing it?
the body?
He wasn't playing that. He was in the corner on some other side of the bar.
Wait, there's
playing-
another piano.
No, they didn't have a piano. They had guitar, bass, drums, and singer.
Well, they
Why are
didn't
we
have
talking about the piano?
I don't know. Carlos
But
said,
they're-
"Whoa, he's playing the piano upside down."
But the people on guitar, with the guitar, bass, and all that stuff, they were right side up though, right? They weren't
Yes.
upside down.
Well, I don't know. I guess
Maybe everybody was.
I don't
upside-
know now.
I don't know either.
maybe we're upside down. I don't know.
We're not in the upside down, man. There's not enough spider webs.
It's true. It's true.
All right. Let's see. I just got back from Florida on Friday. Had the most wonderful time with Spirit because that's a good airline.
You went back, Spirit?
Yeah, because Andy hates us.
I'm happy I didn't fly. I'm happy I didn't fly Spirit. to
I'm never
Detroit.
flying Spirit again. Never, ever again. I will
Why?
just refuse to go. It took me 40 minutes to check a bag.
That
To
is
check
not
a
a
bag.
That's not a complicated
No,
process.
no.
Well,
So,
that doesn't seem that weird either because I think it takes 40 minutes to check a bag on Delta too.
should never take that long to check a bag, especially when you're 3 from the front of the line.
Oh, that's bad.
They
yeah.
kept switching where the line was. They're like, oh, nope, now the line's over here. Everybody in this line, get over there. Now, oh, you're about to go. Everybody from this line, get over here.
They wanted an
Did
easy
you
morning.
piss
Give them a
you
break.
fucking
I like that I
clusterfucks?
travel with just a backpack.
Casey,
I
I do when I
usually
can.
do, but I was gone for 10 days.
did you piss somebody off at Spirit or something?
I did
Did
after
you, like-
they moved me the third
Like,
time.
Did you kick somebody in the balls before, and they're like, "All right, fuck
Oh,
that
it
guy."
was bad. And then I also made the decision of getting TSA pre-check because I'm never dealing with the line at Orlando again because their security's it's just straight up the worst because you have all these people coming through and they all have fucking kids and they don't understand like take out your laptop, take your shoes off.
And the other thing is the TSA could be so fucking lax in Orlando too
Yeah.
because it's a bunch of families traveling to go
Right?
home.
But it's so strict.
It's stupid.
Yeah, so I would just I had a great day on Friday. But before that, I had a lot of fun. We learned a lot. We did the Live 360 conference again, so that's like Visual Studio and SQL and a bunch of stuff, and learning about all the new technologies and stuff. That's fun. Hanging out with our UK friends, getting drunk and watching Die Hard 2. So
Getting lost in the hallways, video calling your friends.
that's right. I did do that. So we switched hotels on Tuesday. And so this hotel, it was like some sort of like labyrinth. I had no, it was like some MC Escher type shit because stairwells go places that don't go anywhere. And so I get dropped off at the hotel by Bob, and I'm bombed, and it's like 1:30, something like that. And he just drops me off in the front of the hotel. I'm like, I could find my way here. 40 minutes later, I find my room.
You were confused. You had no clue what was happening.
I had no idea what was going on.
You did-
Like
you
there was
didn't-
like a 4R, a 4L. I don't know which one I want. I just know I'm on the 4th floor somewhere. And there's 3 different towers.
No,
and
Casey, maybe you stumbled into the Twilight Zone while you were doing that.
I may have. But then like the next day, sober, we go in through that door and we're up in the room in like a minute and a half. And then the doors of these hotels, they had you know how like the hotel doors usually have like a little peephole so you can see who's out there. Well, they had one for kids too. That was just right at like right at dick height.
That's
No
just nice.
prelude. You're just going there.
Yeah, it was weird. It was just fucking weird. But yeah, went and saw some alligators on the river. Went kayaking, saw some alligators. That was fun. What else did I do? I don't think I did a whole lot else.
Didn't you go see the SpaceX launch or no?
No, it
You
got
good?
scrubbed Wednesday and Thursday, and they moved it to Friday, but they
Oh.
weren't selling tickets for it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was really bummed.
Yeah. Damn weather.
I know, right?
It was kind of weird weather. It was like rainy and cloudy, and then all of a sudden it was sunny, and then
Yeah,
it's a weird one.
it was a good cabana day though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, gotta do. If you're going to Orlando, skip the theme parks. Just go to the cabana.
The cabana. Full bar.
Full bar at the cabana, and it's just a short walk away. And the beers are pretty cheap too.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not paying for them.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know what they were, but yeah, dude, I got a pair of sweet Sierra Nevada sunglasses there.
Yeah.
I was walking to take a leak, and I got roped into signing up for kayaks. I had to fill out like a disclaimer and all this stuff, and I wasn't even the one doing it, so I just had to be like the second person there. So there was these sunglasses. I was like, "Oh, how much are these?" She's like, "Well, you can have them, but you have to pick up trash on the river." I'm like, you got it. Never went out to the river.
We never saw any trash. I think
Yeah,
all the
no,
gators
people are
ate it
pretty
all.
responsible.
Well, it's
you
because
know?
if you're not, the gators eat you.
Yeah, because she's like, you really have to get garbage though. Well, what if there is none? Then what do you do?
She just took one look at you.
So
like,
are
yeah,
they
this guy's gonna
cooler
fuck
than
off.
your Care 11 though?
Yeah, they're the same, like almost the same model, but they're
Oh.
like it's like a rubbery material almost, but it's they're solid green. They have
Little
little
clicky.
hop cones on
Oh,
them,
nice.
little shiny lenses. Yeah, they fit right over my glasses. Classy.
Pretty badass.
Yeah.
All right. Now we can try the beer.
Which one? The
Yeah, we
double
could do
stout?
that. Yep, the
Yeah.
nickel.
Yeah.
Nickel.
All right. So going around the table in just a couple or just about now
It's just
here.
nicked, I think.
Yeah, it's just nicked.
Nickeled.
I'm gonna see if I can find. This is from our friends at Bent Brew Distillery. If you don't know anything about them, listen to one of our 3 episodes with them. The most recent one was about a month ago, I think.
Sure, that's a time.
They're recently coming into Wisconsin now, so that's the cool bit.
Yeah, I guess that explains because I saw it in the store. I was like, that's weird. I haven't seen Ben Brew here before. I completely forgot that we actually talked about that in the interview.
we
and
sure
everything.
did. All right. I'm trying to find. Is this a year-rounder or is this a seasonal?
I'd have to imagine it's a seasonal. They
It's
got
a
lot-
year-rounder.
Oh wow! All right, I stand
It is
corrected.
a year-rounder. A mid-war historic stout that was the precursor to today's big, stronger stouts. Flavors and aromas of Italian espresso, toasty husky bread, dark chocolate, rummy cherries, and roasted figs, swimming in a pool of citrus and pine needles.
Pine needles, gross.
That is a lot.
What is all the stuff?
Comes in at
all the flavors.
7.7%. It's an export double stout. Color is deep brown. Tap room. It's available in the tap room on draft or in 1 pint pounders. Is apparently what these are called. Not tall boys, but they're pounders.
Pound one of these.
Sure it would.
Pound.
Oh, yep, I was just about to say. Going to Pound Town.
All right.
All right, Carlos. There's a lot of clanging going on. Anybody need a fucking
There's a
coaster?
lot of flavors here.
Anybody
Yeah.
need a Coke? Is that what you
I
said?
said a fucking coaster.
No, I don't prefer them. No, thanks.
There's a lot of different
Rather have
flavors
a
that
pounder.
are just vying for attention. Like I can definitely get some of that cherries in there and a little bit of that like chocolate taste in there, the dark chocolate, and it's actually a really interesting mix altogether. I kind of like it.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty heavy. It's kind of sweet. It's very very roasty. Yeah, chocolatey too. I only had one sip though. It's good.
It's good.
It's a heavy one.
Miles?
There is a lot going on here, and I think honestly they're kind of reaching for all of the flavors they're saying are there, but I also feel like we're drinking it a lot colder than we should.
Well, sit on it.
I will.
Warm it like an egg.
It is. Wow. All right. No, it does have a pretty like powerful taste. Like it's got a lot of that roast that I would expect from a nice big stout. But I also like that it's only at 7.7. I think they did good not, putting a whole lot more
Yeah.
alcohol in here than is necessary, especially in a pounder can. No, I'm pretty impressed. This is good.
Pounder can. That one took Miles a second.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. I was in the zone. I'm sorry.
All right, Matt.
Instead of heavy, I would say hefty.
Cool.
Ooh,
And
there you go.
The
Yeah.
nomenclature.
It's a hefty
there,
one.
it's pretty. It's kind of bitter. I taste the chocolatiness and the like espresso or whatever they were saying in there. But yeah, like I said, it's hefty. There's a lot going on there.
It reminds me a lot of the Guinness 200th anniversary.
I like that one.
Yeah.
I can
This
see
I
that.
don't like that much.
like this it's a little bit more astringent and the flavors are a little bolder, but I feel like they used some of that like roast barley to get that real rich chocolatey roasty note. But yeah, no, there's something about it that kind of reminds me of that. This is a little bit higher in the ABV, just a little bit more.
I don't know. I just think they did a good job of making a well-rounded beer without being too much of anything or not enough of
Yeah.
other things. So
All right. Carlos, give me a number.
Well, they aim for a lot of things, and I think they actually managed to hit a lot of their targets. So, really good beer, solid beer. I'm gonna give it a 8.5. Actually,
You would.
Whoa.
yeah, it's good. I like it.
Stop sucking up to Bartley, okay?
8.0.
Wow.
Ooh.
I think I'm gonna have to go with that 8.5 rating. I think they did really good.
Wow. I'm gonna go with a 7.
You son of a bitch.
I'm gonna give it a 7.5. But
Justify yourself.
well, it's probably just because I just downed a Hefeweizen, and so I just came from like this really light Weiss beer, and then I dove right into this big bold beer, so I wasn't quite ready for it.
I've been sipping on it the whole show.
Well, and yeah, and it's a little too roast forward. Like if they could blend that out just a little bit, make it a little bit of a softer character, kind of round it out just a little bit, I think it'd be good.
See, I personally like the harder roast character because it helps bring out a lot of those non-sweet characteristics like roast, bitter chocolate,
Yeah.
and coffee type things, and rounding it off. I think would just start to take away some of the power that these flavor characters
No,
have.
I think it would make a overall better drinkable beer.
Fair enough.
I'm with Miles on this one though, just because I don't know. I think like
Carlos, what are you
you
doing?
get just the right amount of roast. I think you just get enough roast to know that's there, and you just move on to the next flavor. And there's a lot of flavors in there.
Is this a first? I think this is a first.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, I generally don't bother agreeing with anybody. I'm just putting it out there.
Yes. He did play one game where all he did was answer the exact opposite of what everybody else said.
What game was that?
It was
Categories.
one of the games that we played on air, and you're like, I don't know any of these answers, so I'm just gonna guess what everybody doesn't guess.
That's a brilliant move.
That's what you said at the time.
That's like the guy who who bids $1 on The Price is Right. Nobody likes that guy.
He's the smartest guy though.
You should have done $2.
Every once
Should
in a
be
while,
different.
He wins by
Yeah, when that
default.
one person does $1, that next person does $2, and then yeah, $2 got it.
No, I love it when it's like 101, Bob.
Yeah. Like 900, I'm going 901, Bob. And the actual retail price is, yeah.
What is
What
it?
is it, Matt?
I want to know
You
now.
can't just stop in the mid-sentence.
What
You know what
is
I'm
it?
excited about?
No, see, that's a subject change. You
Yeah.
didn't answer our question.
What is the retail price?
$1,000. 901 gets it.
I knew it.
I'm excited about Pompeii coming on tap at Emma's.
Yeah, when's that happening?
Once the golden IPA kicks from Ben Paddle, which would be any day now.
So you're saying you're sitting on a keg of Pompeii?
Yep.
That's dumb.
Why isn't
Hey,
it
you
here?
should be down at Emma's finishing up the golden. So it's
I don't
on.
want the golden. I want the
What?
Pompeii.
Well, then
You got to
stop
earn the
bitching.
Pompeii. You have to earn
Maybe
it,
it'll spring a
Casey.
leak tonight.
That would not end well.
In the
Well.
pizza. Tiku.
I just want some Pompeii.
No, I mean the golden,
Oh, the golden.
not the Pompeii.
I just want some Pompeii.
Well, then fucking sneak some Pompeii, dude. Have a little bit.
Just have, you gotta, you know,
We'd go take
tap
the,
the
the
keg.
pump keg down.
What's up with the smooth talking tonight?
You mean every night?
That's
It's Sunday. It's smooth talking Sundays.
you know, it's alliterative. It has to be true now.
See, like
Oh, I like it. It's good.
All right. We're due a thing now, right?
And now the Department of Defense presents news with Casey.
not
That's
him.
me. Fuck you, that's me. Fuck you, Matt. I had to make that stop. That's me. That's fucking me. All right. Justice League star Ben Affleck says he was billed by Warner Brothers after stealing a Batarang from the film set. The long-anticipated gathering of DC's top superheroes. See, long-anticipated seems a little bit of a misnomer there.
Well,
We all just knew that it was a thing that was inevitable and happening.
it's like it's more like people have wanted it for decades, and like this is what we got.
Oh, okay.
That's
Shit.
a little more accurate.
We're fucked now, I guess. I don't really know. It's finally here, and despite lower than projected opening weekend, and a mixed reception from critics on Rotten Tomatoes, fans seem to be enjoying the film nonetheless. So of course, fans enjoy it. They're fans.
I really haven't heard like anything about this movie besides like when it comes on the TV. Oh my God, that's Khal Drogo or that's Jason Momoa. That's all I've heard about the entire movie.
It's gonna be.
Well, Gal
yeah,
Gadot's in
Jen
it.
did that yesterday.
I plan on watching
Right?
it, but I think it's gonna throw me off seeing like Aquaman's trying to be like the cool dude in it. It's gonna be weird.
And you just threw off everything then exactly because Jen even said, okay, Aquaman is Khal Drogo, and that's what everybody's talking about with that movie. They don't give a shit
He's
about
hot.
anybody else in there.
But Gal Gadot's hot.
I don't know who the hell that?
Wonder
Wonder
Woman.
Woman.
Oh, I didn't know that was her name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I actually did see the movie. It's all right. I'm just not a big Snyder fan. Yeah.
Well, I mean, but it was
You see, at the
reshot by Whedon.
Yeah. And also, so apparently they lightened this film up a lot more compared to Batman vs Superman.
yeah.
And it can't be. There's no way it was going to be as bad as Batman vs Superman.
I don't know.
Yeah, that
that
was
film of
bad.
paint drawing was better.
No, so I have a mild theory about the way the movie was shot, which is both kind of like smart, but not at the same time. It's like there's a method to the madness, but it just didn't quite work. And the short version is they did a very good job of more or less taking 6 individual stories and tying them together. Like they did it successfully.
Sounds like a
So they
terrible
did
idea.
the Avengers.
But I heard they didn't go into very good detail, like on the characters, though. That's
No,
because it was like
and-
supposed to be like 2 hours, 1 minute long,
Yeah, and
including credits.
that's kind of the other side of it. It's like you don't get quite enough of anything, but you get the right amount of all of the thing.
Like one of the complaints I saw was that apparently for one of the trailers, like they introduced the Flash. That's about as much introduction to the Flash as you get.
Yeah, that was it. They're just like, here's all these guys, and then here's the Flash along for the ride.
Like, I don't understand why they didn't like. I mean, I know why they want to get in on like the superhero team up money
Yeah.
right away without doing the work first.
I can see it. I mean, because it's like 3 of them kind of had their own like intro stories
Well, I
during
mean,
the
like
first half of the movie.
and you look to where the Marvel universe is now. They've had 10 years of build up to
Yeah.
get here.
And they tried to do it in like a year and a half.
Yeah.
And honestly, before like Iron Man and everything, like Justice League was probably more like more of a famous name than the
Yeah.
Avengers.
But-
Also, this is like really bad timing to release it, like just a couple weeks after Thor,
Yeah.
which is like a smash hit. So
No,
Alright.
what ends up happening is you end up with a movie that's 2 hours long that has like 200 cutscenes, and no one scene is long enough to really substantiate what's happening in that scene. And so by the time you were done, you felt like you watched a documentary as opposed to like an action film, because you end up trading all of the banter and dialogue for something that is like explicitly expository in order to make it all work. And it's like, ultimately, yeah, it worked, but it's not like what you expect
Yeah.
out of a superhero
and
film.
it also seemed, I heard they,
Especially after what Marvel's been doing for the last 10 years.
and they apparently had a boring villain too.
Yeah, more or less.
Which
All
I
right,
didn't.
well, we're gonna move on with the
right.
news
All
story
right,
now. Okay, guys. All right. All right. So apparently, Affleck has been telling a story on like the show or the late night circuit that he gave into temptation of bringing home one of the icon props along associated with the character, and used by the Caped Crusader in the film, and it cost him. In an interview with the Late Show with Stephen Colbert on Thursday, Stephen Colbert asked Affleck if he got to keep any of the props he used on Justice League. As it turns out, Affleck jokingly said there was some other stuff that fell off the truck, like batarangs and stuff. Apparently, people noticed, and Affleck says he heard from the studio because of it. He says, I kept getting these phone calls from the prop department like, you sure you haven't found any of that stuff yet? Affleck defended his actions, saying, you can't exactly have been stealing if you got billed for it, which is what happened to me. Turns out batarangs aren't cheap. He never said what he actually paid for it, but see, I love like the dichotomy here. Like you have Affleck who gets billed for stealing a batarang, and Ryan Reynolds just steals the entire Deadpool scene and walks off set. A filthy bakery has been fined more than $290,000 for mashing potatoes with a tennis racket.
What?
Dolce Bakers in Sweet Mahal, which shared the same premises, had an ongoing pest problem and filthy floors and equipment, said the Daily Mail. Despite Enfield Council officers visiting the businesses in Edmonton, North London last January, they found hygiene standards had fallen even lower. And when they visited in July, Sweet Mahal company director Rana Ahmed and Dolce Bakers director Nizakat Ali have now been fined $296,000. The shops were jointly used to manufacture desserts, sweets, bakery goods, and samosas. Enfield Council's cabinet member for the environment said, Enfield Council has a duty to protect our residents, and we won't hesitate to act wherever and whenever necessary. Because apparently, tennis rackets are not clean. I mean, I guess if you sanitized it.
Was it a clean tennis racket? That's the question that we're all asking here.
It was used to hit tennis balls and then potatoes.
Well, yeah, if it's that one, no. But like if you clean it between mashing potatoes,
See, what gets me is how do you actually like completely mash a potato? Because there's like,
yeah, it's pretty
How else
impressive.
do you
they're
think they
mashing
get
it.
those little like square cut potatoes?
yeah, but that's not mashing a potato. That's racketing the potato.
Well, maybe,
Like-
if you hit it, maybe you hit it multiple times.
Like I'm just saying, you're never gonna get all the way down there. There's going to be chunks.
Maybe
left.
that was the problem. They should have marketed them as racketed potatoes.
Was this bakery a store from the 80s? An 80s comedy movie?
I think so. Like it sounds like the kind of hijinks you would get into, or like just a single camera sitcom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
A man traveled nearly 200 miles to become king of a piece of ungoverned land between Egypt and Sudan, and made his dad president of his new kingdom as a birthday present for him. Soyash Dixit, an Indian national, traveled from India to the land of Bir Twalil, an unclaimed area of land between the Egyptian-Sudanese border, to claim it for himself and declare himself king of the newfound Kingdom of Dixit. I call myself King Swash the First from today. I declare this unclaimed land of Bir Tawil as my country from now to the eternity of time. I pledge to continue to work for the prosperity of my people, of the country, and to this motherland. Dixit announced on Facebook. I traveled 319 kilometers into the desert with no roads to claim this unclaimed land of Bir Tawil. This 800 square miles of land belongs to no country. It is the only place on earth where humans can live and survive, but is not part of any state or country. Following the early civilization ethics and rules, if you want to claim a land, then you need to grow crops on it. I have added a seed and poured some water on it today. It is mine.
I love it. I love the attention to detail.
He has also claimed the national animal as a lizard, but only because he hasn't seen any other animals.
So wait, his birthday present though to his dad was to make him the president. He gets to be the king, but his father gets to be the president. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. It's a pretty good birthday present,
I mean, that's like attention to detail, like Space Pirate, The Martian.
right? Dixon spoke of the dangerous route to get there, and the way he had to pass the Egyptian-Sudanese border, where the Egyptian army has a shoot at sight order. Dixon said his next step is to get international recognition for his new kingdom via the UN, and has welcomed foreign investment and nationality applications on the new country's website.
So what is the square mileage of his newfound kingdom?
800 square miles.
That's not bad. That's
Yeah.
not bad.
I mean, it's in the middle of the desert, and it only has lizards and a
Uh,
seed.
A seed. And there's water on the seed.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There's one crop planted. All right.
It's gonna be a rough harvest.
It's gonna. People are gonna be hungry. They don't get delivery out there.
So who do you take that up with, the king or the president?
Goes the president first, I think.
Okay.
And the president blames the king, and the king gets to blame the president.
Yep. It's just circular.
And then nothing gets done.
And then you have to file
So
paperwork.
it's like any other government.
You got to file paperwork with the lizard.
They need to start a DMV.
All right. Cards Against Humanity is known for its for unique stunts around this time of year.
Yes.
In years past, in an effort to combat Black Friday, they've had people send them $5 and literally sent nothing in return, just like they said they would. They've also mailed people poop in a box. 30,000 people bought that.
Casey, are you every one of these?
What?
Are you every one of these people?
I did not buy poop, and I did not
Okay.
send them $5.
Okay.
I did donate part of the $100,000 to dig a giant hole.
Yes,
Dig
you
the
did do
hole.
that.
Because I wanted to see how big it could get. They got pretty big. This year, they're taking on the president.
Yep.
The company says they've bought a plot of vacant land on the border of the United States and Mexico in an effort to make it difficult for President Trump to build his wall. We've purchased a plot of vacant land on the border and retained a law firm specializing in eminent domain to make it as time-consuming and expensive as possible to get the wall built. They are also asking people to donate to their campaign. If you give us $15, we will send you 6 America-saving surprises right to your doorstep. It will be fun, it will be weird, and if you voted for Trump, you might want to sit this one out. The company did not disclose where the piece of land is located, but said everyone who pitches in on day one will receive an illustrated map of the land. I was able to get in on it. It sold out in the first day.
Oh,
Did you
dang
get it?
Mhm.
Nice.
I wonder how much they
Uh,
raised.
It was, hang on.
I
was,
I did see a blurb on this, which is friggin' hilarious.
holiday 2017. 'Cause that's what year it is. Come on. One day ago. Give me the number. Just give me the number. God damn it. Oh, hey, Cards Against Humanity Saves America.com is the website. There's an old millennial on it. I don't know what's going on there. No slots remaining. It doesn't say how much they raised. Like, I know there was like a countdown timer or like a number of slots, and it was in the hundreds of thousands. And
How much was it per slot?
15.
So what did they do? Did they like split it up into like, 15,000
You
segments?
own part of
and
an
sold-
island somewhere, though, don't you?
I'm a permanent leaseholder on Hawaii too in Maine.
Okay, that's
I own a square foot of that.
so that's probably what it is with this too. It's
Yeah.
a square foot or something like
Yeah.
that.
You should set up a timeshare there.
And then they parsed it out to all the
No
buyers?
permanent buildings.
Oh no, you timeshare it out. So like, you just don't go into details. So it's like you have a timeshare on Hawaii too.
It's just in real small letters.
Yeah.
I want to make the trip out there because I got my map and I got a little flag that I can plant in my spot.
Do you have to ask permission to cross over all the other owned parcels of land to get
No,
there?
I believe it's just kind of like a, I think it's okay unless they've set up unless they built up like a little
Casey,
tiny.
are you
wall.
paying taxes for your bit of land on Hawaii too?
Of course. Why wouldn't I be, Carlos? Jeez.
Are you going to build a wall around it?
I don't know. What are the taxes for a square foot of land?
So much you don't even know. I mean, actually,
Hawaii.
I'm
Yeah, it
actually
is
using
Hawaii.
it as a tax shelter.
All right.
It's hiding all of my taxes from the government.
By burying your
Yeah, you're 1
taxes.
square foot. You can bury a lot of stuff in 1 square
Mainly
foot.
his
Yeah,
ta-
especially like it didn't say how far I could go down.
That's true.
I mean, it's on an island. I can't
As
go
long
that
as you
far
just
down.
don't shift that way or that way, you know.
Just put a hard drive there, man. Store all the shit you want.
Right, solar powered. Put it up in a tree that's growing out of my 1 square foot. Watch!
Yeah.
I have to share the tree that's growing out of my 1 square foot, and it gets too big and it starts encroaching.
They're gonna start chopping it down.
Hey!
No, they're just going to square off the root system.
Just becomes a log. You're terrible. Jeez, I don't even know.
I don't know.
All right, so the discussion topic for today. Miles really wanted to talk about the Justice League, but nobody else has seen it. But what I
I
thought,
just assumed that that's probably the way it was going.
but I thought what we could do instead is we could come up with other team ups, not necessarily of superheroes, but just of other things we want to see teamed up with each other. Like you got the the possum squad, which is like an opossum and a platypus and a kangaroo. They're all rolling down together.
Does the
Fighting
kangaroo
crime.
murder the other two members?
No, they all
I-
ride in his pouch.
No, I don't think so. That's stupid.
You're stupid, Carl. You come up with a better one right now, because I just came up with that one right now.
Well, I have gravy on my mind, so it's got to be gravy teaming up with somebody.
Gravy teams up with mashed potatoes.
No,
It's true.
Be a tennis racket.
no, you can't have food.
It's
Like,
true.
it's got to be somebody, a person teaming up with gravy.
Wait, is it like anthropomorphized gravy?
No, it's just gravy.
Okay.
Then how is a person going with gravy?
Well, I'm thinking you just douse them with gravy and then they fight crime.
I know
Gravy
that,
man.
So
no,
why
that's
can't you
making
douse
a
somebody with mashed
superhero.
potato and
That's not a
mashed potato
team up. That's
gravy?
just making a superhero.
They're not superhero because it doesn't give them any powers. Except
It
making
gives
more
them gravy.
it makes them a little bit more savory, but that's about it.
So Carlos wants a
Thanksgiving
gravy-covered man to save people so he can
Just
watch.
save him. Different strokes for different folks, I guess.
It's not a superhero. It's more like a police thing. It's a cop, a police officer covered in gravy.
Cops, all of our cops in gravy. Well, time to put on the uniform.
And it's just one officer covered in gravy, like not a whole,
Not the whole force.
Like the rest of his unit is like just regular police officers.
Do they just bring him in on like canine calls?
He finds all the lost dogs.
And Carlos wins this general discussion.
I have nothing to say. Absolutely.
Well, I don't know what's so weird about a guy covered in gravy.
What's so weird about that, guys? Thanksgiving's coming up.
But he's a cop. What would you do if you got
Well,
pulled over
yeah,
by
'cause,
gravy?
like, if you're to team up, he's got to do something. She's got to fight crime. He's going to be a police officer.
He can't just stand there and be covered in gravy.
He's got to
No,
do
he's
stuff.
going to write tickets. Like it's going to be a little covered in gravy. The ticket because
Carlos, it's not a good idea. Not even a little bit. Not one of that part, or not one part of that makes sense in any way.
whatever, Mister.
Usually with the shit that you say, we can see how you got there. Like it's weird and it's nonsensical. We can see how you got there. This, no fucking idea.
Whatever,
You're just
Mister.
like,
Whatever, Mister.
gravy.
Kangaroo, possum, and
At
platypus.
least they're all animals.
Yeah, and-
And Carlos can't have two inanimate objects. It has to be
Yes,
gravy
it
and an
has-
actual
there has to
person.
there has to be a person.
It's not mashed
And
potato
they're all
and gravy.
marsupials.
So why not a naked man?
No, that's disgusting. You can't have a naked man
But
covered
he's
in gravy.
Carlos, he's not naked, he's wearing gravy.
No,
gravy
it's a
suit.
naked man with gravy. No, it's got to be a person wearing a police officer uniform and then covered in
Wait,
gravy.
does he have a boat?
No,
Is
unless
it a
like-
gravy
It's a
boat?
gravy boat?
I mean, if the district has
Is
a
the gravy on
police
the
boat,
inside
then he
of his
will
suit?
have a boat.
He patrols the
Yeah, no,
sea
No,
of
it's-
gravy.
it soaks through his suit, so it's
No,
actually
no.
like on the side.
But like, does it start on the inside of his suit or does it start on the outside?
No,
of
no,
his
it's on. He dresses up every morning and just gets gravy dumped on him, and he's got
Why?
gravy.
He showers
This
in
is
gravy.
dumb.
That's just because that's what his thing is.
suit? Who's he teaming up with?
It's him and gravy.
All
Are
right.
you like trying to do like an '80s cop, like buddy cop movie, like
No, I
Turner
didn't,
and Gravy?
no, I did not get that far. No, it's just him and gravy.
It's Chuck and Gravy
Hmm.
every night or Thursdays night at 7.
He probably gets a sponsorship deal though from some gravy manufacturer or something.
It should be Scoop and Gravy.
Oh, Scoop and Gravy.
Yeah, Scoop is his nickname.
All right, yeah, that's not a bad nickname.
No, see, no, but Matt had to save your idea.
No, you didn't say
And
that.
I'm bad at that.
I'm just
stuff,
saying
actually.
that. I'm just saying that's a fine name for. I don't know. I don't know what police officers' names are. They're like just regular names, right?
And they're not covered in gravy either.
Well, this guy is though. That's
I
what
need
sets him
another
apart.
I like how
The
I
ordinary
said Scoop
guy.
is an ordinary name.
What's their name? I don't know what cops are. Never met one.
This went
I
downhill so
assume
fast.
most of them aren't covered in gravy, so I figure that's why this works.
Leave it to
Scoop
Carlos
and
to
gravy.
kill the idea before it even gets traction. What's this thing? I don't want to talk about that. Gravy.
I just knew that gravy had to be in the team up, and so I went police officer.
Yeah, but not like. Never mind. I'm done. I'm done with the gravy.
That went downhill so
yeah,
fast.
shit. New topic. Shit. If you could name an island, what would you name it? Go.
Henry.
Why?
I have no clue.
Come on, I want to lay ya.
Yeah. I find you repulsive.
At least you find.
Ah, nice.
I would call the island Henry Jr., but it'd be a larger island than Matt's Island.
Big Junior.
Would there be a gravy fountain on your island?
No, but there would be
No,
one
there's no
cop.
police on this island.
There's no. So, Carlos, when you go to Thanksgiving this year, and they bring out the gravy, do you have any?
Mom, do you have enough to cover me?
I
I'm
have
not
to
a
fight
police
crime.
officer. It doesn't work
do
that
you,
way.
do you have any family members that are cops?
Mom,
No.
can I invite Spencer over?
Now we have to dump gravy on
He
Spencer.
Spencer shows up like it's just like, oh yeah, a friend of mine, a police officer. He's gonna show up, and like he's like no warning or anything. He shows up, and he's just covered in gravy.
Carlos is gonna bring all the leftover gravy home with him and speed the entire way. Cops like, do you know why I pulled you over? Splash!
There's your new partner.
His name is Spoon.
It's the best
I
team up
knew
in
this was a
history.
real story.
Bet you feel
shit.
savory now.
Savory and Grace.
Oh Jesus, we still got 14 minutes left, guys. Fuck. Carlos,
It's not my fault that nobody else can think of good team ups.
Hey, are those honey mustard and onions? Are those been here a little while?
They have.
I think I tried them last time I was over, and they were pretty.
They're from Captain. That one.
Oh shit, we never talked about that, did we? Captain
yeah, we
Sonar?
did.
The
Did we?
sonar.
Oh, we did, didn't
It was the week after we did it, or that
Yeah.
weekend.
Damn it.
Yep.
I was really excited to talk about a thing that wasn't gravy.
Well, then tell us your superhero things.
I did. I tried with the marsupials, and that did not work. That got shut
Oh, I
down
thought that was
immediately.
just off your head really quick.
And it was off my head really quick, and then I haven't had a chance to think about it.
And then
So
he went up
yelling
on
about gravy.
He went across. Well, yeah, that was my off the head really top one, and like apparently there's problems with it.
No, see, I was going to go with like a hybrid of trees and jellyfish. So it'd be like a tree that can walk on land.
How are they
with-
going to team up?
That's
how
why I
is
said
it-
hybrid.
Oh, I get it. It's because it's the anti-Carlos thing.
yes.
Ba-boom.
Because I hate trees and I hate jellyfish.
You know, I think
So
we're just
they're-
going to rate those guys.
You hate jellofish?
Oh, did you know that? Speaking of team ups, well, this is like not quite a team up, more of it is a mix of things. Like, anybody familiar with the movie Wolf Cop?
What the fuck is a wolf
That's-
cop?
that's-
Carlos, stop making shit up.
That's a B horror, like a B horror movie, like made to be like
Are we gonna
ridiculous.
make a part 2 Wolf Cop and Gravy Cop?
Wolf cop and
It's
gravy.
just basically this terrible cop who ends up becoming a werewolf, and he still like fights like a bunch of like crime. And like they made a sequel to
I
it.
passed on that if I ever did even see it.
It was on Netflix for a while.
yeah, but
Yeah.
see,
I saw part of it, and they made a sequel now.
Carlos, I
Good.
see. It's wolf, cop, and gravy, and there's a comma between wolf and cop. So there's a wolf, there's a cop, and there's some gravy. Now you got yourself a story.
No.
Yeah, Yeah.
Some drama, action-packed thriller.
because you know that wolf always wants to eat the gravy. The cop has to be like, no, you can't. He's been my partner for a long time. You can't get in on this.
So he's trying to not eat
No.
himself.
What if instead it was the plot of Airwolf, except the main character was cop covered in gravy?
Instead of a helicopter,
No, they still ride a helicopter. but the main
Helicopter
character-
covered in
Air
gravy.
Bud?
but Wolf, the main character, is a helicopter.
The main character. No, the helicopter does not have a personality. The helicopter was just a helicopter.
Says you.
And it's like you replace the main character because they already replaced the main character between like a couple of seasons. So you just replace it with a police officer covered in gravy. There you go.
Oh, I thought of a fun team up. Gilligan from Gilligan's Island and Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Sounds dangerous.
No one survives.
Yeah, no.
Oh, and then you throw in Charlie from It's Always Sunny
Right,
as the wild card.
well, clearly Charlie just becomes the king.
Well, I don't know, man. Gilligan would just keep screwing up his plans.
But Charlie doesn't have good plans in the first place, so it's fine.
Well, Gilligan doesn't have plans either.
Gilligan just doesn't make plans. Shaggy. Like Shaggy's not very good at plans either. So like I don't know. I think
I think it'd be a great team up.
It'd work.
Yeah.
And like Charlie,
I'd watch that show.
Charlie would be the leader.
Yeah.
But the thing is, with a wild card, you can't make the wild card the leader because that's just gonna cause disasters.
Yeah, but he's the described wild card or self-appointed wild card.
Self-proclaimed.
And yet he still also manages to pull off being a wild card. Just sometimes he does it too on purpose.
This is true.
Yeah.
With Casey.
Timeline.
We're bowing back up to the top, boys. We're gonna try this again.
Justified.
Team ups. Everybody come up with a team up.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in this week. We're a
Well,
little
they
out of
must-
practice, but we'll be back again right after Thanksgiving. So you guys go eat your fill, and then make sure you tune in next week because we have Mike O'Hara from the local brewery in town, Swinging Bridge, and it's the day after their first bottle release. So hopefully he'll be bringing some stuff down.
Fucking A.
Right. And then the week after that, we have Pitchfork Brewing on. And then at some point in December, we're hopefully going to be having another brewery on too. So, yeah, just brewery right after that. All right. If you guys have any questions, comments, show ideas, what have you, go ahead and shoot us an email at feedback@blindstudios.com. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/blindstudios. You can follow us on Twitter at blind_ninja. And I'll see you guys next week.